Hi, this is Erin from Blossy Bee. Welcome to my channel. The plan for this video is to create a matching trinket dish and note holder, and we're going to decorate those with floral acetate decors, finishing them in a pearlescent shimmer with pale green highlights. So the decals that I'm using are the resin mix-in acetate sheets, and they are just from Kmart. They are very economical. They come in a whole sheet and then you pop them out. So I've gone ahead and popped out a whole sheet, so I've got them ready to go. The trinket tray that I'm using is the little heart one with the matching lid, and I'm also using a little heart-shaped note holder. And I'll put the links for those molds in the description box. So what I'm going to do is just taking my tweezers and sometimes fingers, and I'm just going to poke those acetate sheets down around the edges of this mold to start with. After making my last video with the cat magnets and using these acetate pieces, I really wanted to see if they could be incorporated into a 3D shape. So I'm quite keen to find out if they are. So here I'm just placing them in the top of the trinket tray. I'm overlapping them and just trying to use a combination of both leaves and flowers, remembering that these acetate pieces have a right way and a wrong way. So I'm putting the pieces the right way down so that they will actually show through the bottom. The pigments that I'm using today are from A1 Pigments Australia. They're a family-owned business. They really do have very high quality pigment powders and glitters. The ones I've chosen today are, the first is from the Chameleon 2 series, and that's a gold, green and rose chameleon powder. And the second colour I'm going to use, just to give that beautiful fresh green highlight at the end, is their apple green from the Colour Pigmentation series. So I'm going to pop these into the resin. I'm just using River Art epoxy resin, a 2-to-1 mix, which I have made up off screen, and of course I'm wearing all of my PPE. So I'm just going to start very gently pouring that first mix with just that chameleon powder and the resin. And I'm doing it quite slowly because I really want the resin to have an opportunity to move in between those pieces of acetate and to sort of shimmy its way down. As I'm doing this, I do give them a little squeeze and move around just to make sure it's getting into all of the edges. So after the first little amount of resin, I go in and pop some more decals, and these ones are going to go on the base. So when you look into the trinket dish at the end, you'll see that it has this gorgeous floral and leaves as the base. I do have to just sort of give those a little press down from time to time, as some of them do float up a little bit, but it's not too bad. They really are very easy to work with. I did find some of the decals, the edges did pop up a little bit, and all I did periodically was go around and just sort of push them back down again. The lid and the little note holder were completely different. They were just fine because they were flat. I did take a little toothpick and just go around under the lip of the lid to make sure that there was no opportunity for bubbles there. So here I'm adding a mixture with a slightly darker amount of the chameleon powder. And I just really wanted to try and get a graduated effect so that when you were looking at the dish from the top, it started off fairly light and then it moved its way down to the greenish chameleon powder colours. I'm adding in this green now. I'm really not sure how to adequately show you this. It does not look green at all in this. It looks sort of a golden colour, but in real life it is the most beautiful pale shimmering green. Very pretty colour, and combined with that chameleon powder, it's just beautiful. I do like using these small paper cups because you can actually squeeze a pouring spout very easily. So I'm just going to carefully go through now and drizzle that green shimmering pearlescent colour all over the base, and I'm going to repeat that with the lid and then the note holder. I will put the link to A1 Pigments Australia in the description box, and it's well worth checking out their website to actually have a look and see how stunning these pigments are when filmed in the correct light. So if you did have a look under the colour pigmentation series for that apple green, it is just so pretty. I'm just still so disappointed it doesn't look the same. Anyway, after doing that pour, I then go around and just give it a bit of a jiggle and make sure that no air bubbles are trapped down around the edges of each of those moulds. I'm going to add in some more pigment powder now to make that darker colour, and this will be the very last layer. So this will be, it looks like it's going on to the top, but of course when I demould it, it will be the bottom. And I must say that this resin, this art resin, combined with these pigments and powders, just pour quite beautifully. So a very quick spritz with some 90% isopropyl alcohol and left to cure. So demoulding time. These were very easy to demould. You just have to very gently loosen around the edges. And the first one that I'm demoulding is the little note holder. And I'm so happy with how it came out. So you can see when I turn it there, it has a slot in the side, and that's where you can pop in a little photograph or a card or a note. And those acetate decors have shown through in a beautifully delicate way. So next I'm going to go ahead and demould the Trinket tray, and this one did have the absolute slightest little bit of overspill on the top. If that happens, when you come to demould, it just takes a second or two to pull away the silicone from the edge, but once you've broken that, it's just fine. And when I pull this out, you will see that it does have a little bit of an edge, but I go in and fix it up just with an emery board, actually, a nail emery board, and you'll see in the final photographs that it came up beautifully. So the edges of this aren't as vibrant as I perhaps wanted, but the inside is absolutely beautiful, and the whole piece is just shimmering and delicate, and yeah, just gorgeous. Very happy with that. And once again, These resin drop-ins, the acetate pieces, they don't show up the edges at all, which is fantastic. And this is the lid, no bubbles at all. The edges are perfect. That lovely green effect underneath. So very happy with them. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you're welcome to give a like, share it with any friends, comment below, would love to read them, and subscribe to my channel. I've got some photos coming up now. I hope you enjoy seeing the final product. See you in the next video.